It feels like every single season, at least one person every single season has to be destroyed by social media. It's going to be a director, a producer, an author, somebody. Somebody's going to get their name dragged through the mud, or potentially people are going to implicate them into something they're not involved in. Something like that's going to happen. And sure enough, with this season, we have the author for Go For It, Nakamura-kun. Yes, the author has left social media, and potentially, there's no confirmation at this point. It just sounds like it's based on the way that it's worded here. I wasn't able to find the original Japanese text to find out exactly what they said, but every translation that I've been able to find so far pretty much makes it feel like this person is going to leave being a mangaka. Like, they're literally going to stop creating, which is horrible. Like, literally I hope somebody is there because of how this translation sounds. I hope somebody is there to check on them, because this sucks. By all signs, I'm going to be honest here. I'm not like fully into the know of who Shunde is, the author for this manga. I have seen quite a bit of the anime. I'm not completely caught up right now, but what I see of it, I love so far. I love the art style. It's got that kind of retro, 90s, 80s look to it that I really, really love and I miss a lot. But the show itself looks cute. Like, I don't like BL manga and BL shows themselves. I've watched a lot of it because I had to do a lot of reviews of them. I typically don't like them because they're too thirsty and too forceful. This one feels so cute. Like, this is like the cutest and most like toned down BL you're ever going to find, and I'm liking it so far. And it seemed like this author was really happy to have this adapted. They were very excited. All the signs I've seen, some posts that I've seen, quotes and whatnot, they look like they're ecstatic that their source material is getting adapted and that people are loving it. And then social media happens and people just destroy them because something doesn't fit their narrative. Something doesn't add up that they want it to add up. That something is happening in it that they don't like it going that direction, or potentially it's censored or something. Like, they're getting involved in things that people want to make it into. That's the problem. And I'm going to get into a bunch of different, because there's a lot of finger pointing happening right now. I'll get into a few of the things that I've seen people pointing to being the problem with the whole situation. It seems like this has been sort of something brewing up over and over again, and people keep finding something new. It's sort of like the One Punch Man situation. Like, every single week of One Punch Man Season 3, we had to have some new thing to about because people needed engagement. And I think this person was involved in the same situation here. But yes, the post itself says, I just get complaints about why the hell I draw something like this. And I don't have the ability to create something that makes everyone as happy as they're expecting. So there's no point in being a mangaka anymore, is there? I'm assuming that's being mangaka. I thought I should at least say goodbye at the end, but there's no telling me to get out of here as soon as possible. So I'm leaving before noon. For somebody to be driven like this to this point is scary. And yes, you can make your arguments of, oh, they should just block people. They should just move on. They should just ignore it. If you've never been a target of a harassment campaign, you have no idea. Like, I've had one serious situation where people took my words out of context, making me out to say something I wasn't. And it was simple as one quoting of me one time and people claiming that I was saying something I wasn't. And that went viral. That one post, that quote went viral, and that turned into thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people within a week, and like all in a period of a week. Everybody coming down upon me like crazy. You have no idea how scary it is. Even for somebody like me, I've been on the internet for a long time. I'm used to harassment. I'm used to stupid comments. I'm used to seeing that people are behind a keyboard and there's a distance between the two of you, and they act like they're super strong and they're going to get at you and they're going to threaten you and everything. Stupid, baseless threats and all that kind of stuff. I'm used to it. But it's scary. It is scary. And for somebody, especially a mangaka, to experience this, it's scary as F. These people are not used to this kind of stuff. A lot of mangakas and authors and whatnot are that because they're not comfortable being around people. They're not good with socialing with people. That's why they crafted their art. That's why they hide themselves away and they just like to draw. They got so good at it because I don't know their particular story. I don't know what particularly her life was like. But a lot of mangakas and a lot of artists, that's their thing. They just like to draw and keep themselves. And so suddenly to get this flood of attention, and a lot of it being, yes, threats. People threatening them because it did something they didn't want it to do, that's where it destroys them. They can't take it. They run away. They feel like it's a personal assault, like people are seriously mad at me. The translation's telling me they're super mad at me. What did I do? I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to hurt people. That's what they're feeling right now, and then they just have to leave. That's the sad reality. Like I said before, there's a ton of finger pointing right now. Like I literally am looking it up like for like hours upon hours, searching for what everybody's saying, trying to find quotes and whatnot. I'm seeing a lot of people like cherry picking certain comments and saying it's this group of people, it's this group of people, this group of people. Overall, what I'm seeing is sort of a culmination of several things here. Yes, there would seem to be a lot of people that were upset about the censorship. For those who don't know, with the original manga, it was a little more thirsty. As you see with this particular scene in the manga, in the anime, he just holds up the actual octopus and it kind of just wraps its tentacles around and rubs his cheek. It's really cute. Whereas in the manga, yes, it gets crazy. And so there's a lot of people that were claiming that, yeah, because they liked the show and they went to go check out the manga, they realized that the manga was a lot more thirsty. So you have the people that don't like the fact that it's been censored, but you also have people that don't like the fact that it's a little bit more thirsty in the manga. Things are a little bit more interesting when it gets to the manga. And so there's an issue of people not really being able to separate fiction from reality. And that kind of extends to the whole situation with, yes, the teacher. A lot of people being upset, claiming that the teacher is a pedo, and there's a lot of like claims that the author themselves is into this kind of stuff as well. So there's a lot of like harassment that was coming from that as well. The idea that they'd be willing to put the characters, these young characters, in a situation with the teachers, when in reality it's a lot of just kind of in their head. It's in the characters' heads, and you see it with like one of the recent episodes, and the fact that he's in the infirmary and he's literally thinking that something's happened, it's not happening. It's just kind of daydreaming. It's thinking that something that's there is not really there. Again, with this situation right here, this was even toned down in the anime. I believe there wasn't even him carrying him on the back in the anime. Because again, I think that they probably knew. It's kind of like the situation that I talked about before, where it's like you're confirming, yeah, the situation with Petals of Reincarnation. You're confirming the reason why they censor stuff. It's because people can't disconnect anymore. I really do feel like people in general just cannot disconnect anymore. And it's to this entire situation itself. This entire situation is people not able to disconnect. They're terminally online. They're constantly trying to find something to be mad about, and newest target. And again, like I said before, it can come down to simply, like I experienced, simply somebody claims something that's not true or tries to create a narrative around something, and they quote the author or they at the author, and then suddenly everybody dogpiles because everybody needs their clicks. Everybody needs their clicks for the day. They need to get their like button for the day. They need to click that like button for the day and and get their little dopamine effect. I did something good today. I got that author. Oh, they changed something I didn't like? Yeah, let's get him. I got him. Good. I did something for the day. Oh, they depict the teacher being thirsty with the students? Yeah, I'm going to get him. I got him. I did my good thing for the day. This is the unfortunate reality of social media these days. It's not so much me wanting to get into the bandwagon of it being the shippers. The shippers are upset because they brought the teacher into the effect. It's not about, Western Puritanism, woke culture, the BL community. It's not about this or that. It is legitimately none of that stuff. It's none of that stuff. It's none of those different things that you'll find right now that people are pointing to for being the problem of this. It is simply the social media mindset. So the next time you see a post online where it's a quote or something like that saying, this person said this, and you have no context or proof, hesitate pressing that like button. Hesitate quote retweeting it and saying the same damn thing. Look into things, because I think this is sort of another sign of that kind of stuff. I know I'm derailing this into something of a personal belief of mine, that I believe that social media is so built us into a tribal mindset of just attacking without actually looking into things, believing what you see without ever actually investigating into it. An example for me recently is the whole situation here recently with Mangaka for Gachiakuta. I seen a lot of people claiming what she was saying, but I never seen anybody post what she actually said. And I noticed that over time, every single new post I would see about it, it would make it more sensationalized. The wording would be a lot more mean. And it started making her sound like she was more and more angry at people when the original post sounded pretty chill about it. Social media encourages dogpiling. In general. No matter what platform. This isn't an X versus Facebook versus Blue Sky. Every platform has a like button. Every platform has a retweet. All these platforms encourage dogpiling. And this is the damage of it. I really do wish that one of these days, these producers will learn to tell these authors, tell these directors, tell everybody involved with these projects, get off social media. The moment your show goes to air, get off social media. Because no matter if you think your show is going to be a success, no matter if you think your show is clean, somebody's going to find something to complain about. Get the hell off social media. And it sucks again because people like this were excited and they engaged with their fans, but now they're completely off it. And again, I hope they're safe. I really do hope they're safe. Anyways, just another person getting bullied off of social media and Andrew making a video about how much it annoys him. Take care.